And we are live, and I know I'm on just a little bit early, but I just wanted to make sure that everything was all set up. So I want to see if people can hear me okay. And I think we should be all set to go. Got my notes right here. And we should be good to go in just a minute. And I tell you what, I'm just checking to see if I have things set up, because I've done this a couple of times and got it wrong. So I'm hoping that all is working well. I will probably delete this part right here in the beginning where I'm checking to see if, if I'm on live, but I see somebody just join me. If you could let me know whether or not you can hear me okay, I'd appreciate it. Just say yes or no that you can hear me, because I've done this enough times and got it wrong. So I don't want to get it wrong tonight. So just let me know if you can hear me. Just a quick yes would be fine. Oh, it's Luann. So hey, Luann. So great. It's always good to have you here. So now that I know you guys can hear me, I will go ahead and give my greeting and I will get things started. So how do you create a playlist for YouTube was the question posed by one of my subscribers. And I answered it by creating a step-by-step tutorial on how to create a playlist for YouTube 2020. So in this live stream, I'm going to be answering any lingering questions. And then I'll also bring you updates on open invites and collabs. But before we get into that, if you're new to my channel, I'm Denise Jordan, and I teach women to grow their influence through YouTube. So if that sounds like something that you want to do, then hit that subscribe button and double tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. If you're here on the replay, thank you for joining us. I think you will get good value from what we do here tonight. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I will try to get back to you as quickly as possible. And if you're here on the live stream, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Ladies, I'm so happy to talk with you tonight. I missed talking to you guys last night. So Luann, I am so glad that you were able to join me tonight. Yes, I missed talking to you guys last night. So as you know, I'm nosy, so I want to know what you're sipping on. So what you're sipping on tonight? I'm just drinking water, and I tell you what, I've got this picture. Do you guys remember this picture from a haul that I made last year from Pier 1? But I am trying to drink one of these pitchers of water every day. I just started this yesterday, and yesterday I probably drank this much. So today I've probably drunk, well, you can see where it is today. But I'm trying to drink that much water every day. So, and I will tell you, I was up last night twice during the night to go to the bathroom. So water in, water out. Yes, I know, TMI. Sorry about that. But yes, it is. Isn't that pretty? I just love pretty pictures. Well, you guys know that I love pretty pictures. And that was one of those offers that I could not refuse. And I see that Gina Whitney is on with us tonight too. So, hey, Gina, it is always good to have you here too. And yes, it's hand painted, so it's got to be hand washed. So trust me, I won't be letting the hubby wash that. So Stephanie at Creatively MsMe with Stephanie is on, and she says she's drinking water, and she's trying to drink a gallon of water a day. And Stephanie, I had just showed this. I don't know how much this is, but I'm trying to drink one of these of water a day. So far, I've only gotten to about 3/4 of one, but we'll see if I can finish that tonight. So hey there. Now, let me just start out by saying I had a COPPA question, and I thought that I would answer that first. Well, it wasn't exactly a question, but I was watching a video by Secondhand Tracy Ann. She was doing one of her card chats, and she was saying how she'd been having some trouble on her YouTube channel. She said that one of her friends had contacted her and told her that her comments were disabled. And she said she couldn't figure out what. So she checked out her last couple of videos, and the comments were disabled. Well, this is what she had done. And this is one of the, whoops. Oh, what did I do? I just lost it. Okay, here we go. So hopefully you guys can see this. Let's see. So you know when you upload a video and it says, is this video for children? No, I don't make video for kids. Or I want to determine each time I post a video, what's what. Well, what she said was she thought about her videos and she said that, well, my videos are safe for children. They're about home decor. They're safe for anybody. So she picked the button that, yes, these videos are safe for children. Well, what she was picking was, yes, this channel is made for kids. So she had to go back and change that designation on that video. So once again, what I want to do is just kind of remind you guys, and I just want to share this one more time and remind me to bring this up again, because there's only a few of you guys that are on right now. So I want to make sure that everyone gets this part. But what if your videos are not made for children, if your channel is home decor, lifestyle, that kind of thing, do not choose, yes, these videos are made for children. What you want to choose is, no, this channel is not made for kids. Even if your videos are safe for children, don't say that they're made for kids. Otherwise, you'll end up with your comments disabled and a few other things. I was on a live stream the other day on another channel, and one of the ladies was on and she was talking about how her channel just wasn't growing. And I went over and checked out her channel, and it's a family channel. They just started it. They probably only got about 150 subscribers. They don't have very many videos up yet, but she's got beautiful children, and the children are all over the videos. And there's a couple of them where the one little girl's is in a swim lesson, and then just different things. One of them, she's reading the kids a bedtime story. So the kids are laying in bed and she's sitting there with them, reading them a bedtime story. Well, YouTube disabled all those comments on those videos, which means that, and they're not pushing those videos out. She can't create a playlist around those videos. You can't save them later. So it really causes difficulty with channel growth. So make sure you do not choose that option. You want to choose the option that says, no, set this channel as not made for kids. So do you have any questions about that? And hey, Carla at Simply Carla Jones, how are you doing? And then Janae Whitney is always good. I think I greeted you once. And then Stephanie at Creatively MsMe is there. So yes. And then Luann. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. Now, do you guys have any questions about that COPPA statement that I just referred to? Because that's been just kind of confusing people. So I just wanted to bring us back to that basic idea that, no, you want to set your channel as not made for kids. And I don't think you even want to choose that I want to review this setting for every video, because that would be a pain in the neck, number one. But number two, why choose that option? Why put yourself at a disadvantage? If typically your channel is not made for kids, I think what you could do is, on the one video that you might put up that's made for kids, you could designate that one. But for the most part, set your channel as not made for kids. So Janae, you are quite welcome. And this is the funniest part too. So I was watching Tracy, and she said, she was talking about that issue that she had. And she said, well, Denise Jordan will probably talk about it. And I thought, well, I guess I better, since, you know, number one, she's calling me out. But number two, I thought, if she doesn't understand that piece, there are going to be other people that don't understand that piece as well. So there we are with that. Okay, so now tonight's topic is how to create a playlist. And I did create a step-by-step tutorial to show you how to create a playlist on YouTube for 2020. And as you guys know, the process has changed. And all of us were like, what on earth did we do? You know, we were scratching our head and scrambling, trying to get it sorted out. And so I created that step-by-step tutorial on how to create a playlist for YouTube 2020. So now, do any of you guys have any questions about that? And while you guys are taking the time to write in your question, you guys know I got my little notes right here. I do have one question on deck already, and this one is from Tablescape Diva, and she said she has trouble uploading her videos to a collab. Is there a shortcut? Well, I did create a step-by-step tutorial on how to add or save videos to a collab, to a playlist. So you would save them to a playlist pretty much the same way, but the difference is this. If you're trying to get into a collab, that's not a playlist that is already on your channel or one that you've created. So if you're trying to pop your video into a playlist that someone else created, what you will need to do is save that playlist to your YouTube channel. And the example that I gave in the video was Artsy Cupcakes Valentine's Day Cupcake Challenge. So let's say Tablescape Diva wanted to put her tablescape design into Artsy Cupcakes playlist. Well, then what you would need to do is go to Artsy Cupcakes channel, save that playlist to your channel. And then once that playlist is saved to your channel, then you go to your videos on your channel, and you've got to be in your videos tab. So you've got all the different tabs at the top, home and videos and playlists and whatever. You got to click on the videos tab so that your videos pop up and they just populate the screen, and then click over, hover over the video that you want to save to the playlist. And when you hover over it, 3 little dots will appear. And when those 3 little dots pop up, then you'll choose the one that says save to playlist. And I don't think I have a picture of that. Let me just double check, but I do have a picture of some of that in the recent video, but I don't think I have a picture of that here. So hopefully you guys understand that. Did that make sense to you guys? Did that make sense? How do you save a video to a playlist? So you save the video, you save the playlist to your YouTube channel. And then once you've got that playlist saved to your channel, then you hover over the video that you want to save, and you'll get an option from the 3 little dots that says save to playlist, put it in a queue or something else. And then you want to click save to playlist, and the most recent playlist that you saved is where it'll go. Now, here's something to also keep in mind. If you saved a video to Maria's playlist for the Artsy Cupcakes, and now you're fiddling around with some videos on your channel or another channel, and you decide you want to save it, and you click on save this video, it's going to save it into the most recent playlist you created. So be careful and watch to make sure it's going into the right playlist. So there's that. Oh, and let me just say, there's 6 of you guys on. If I could get 6 thumbs up, that would be great. Okay, so it doesn't look like anybody has any questions. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the collaborations that I have on tap for the upcoming month. And then if you guys have a question, then just let me know what it is. And yes, Luann, that is a very annoying feature, because I inadvertently put a video in somebody's playlist, and I didn't mean to do that at all. Luckily, I realized what I had done, and I took it out. So, okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and start giving you the updates on collabs and open invites. But if you have a question, put 3 question marks in front of your question. That way I'll see it. Because sometimes when I'm trying to watch the screen, I rather watch the screen and then also keep an eye on the chat box over there, I might miss it. And if I miss it, then Luann will kind of bring me back to it. But make sure you put those 3 question marks in front so that I don't miss your question. Okay, so now as far as collaborations that have just wrapped up, we had the Vintage Home Decor $10 challenge that wrapped up on February 10th. And that one was with Catherine at Lucky Sweetheart Vintage. and Stephanie at Thrifting Adventures. And then February 14th, which was Valentine's Day. Hopefully you guys had a very nice Valentine's Day. Was Secondhand Tracy Ann's You Also Be Mine with the Red Truck Valentine collab. And those were really cute with the trucks. And then on February 15th was the coffee table challenge hosted by Suye at My Style, My Colors. And I believe on that one, yeah, that was My Style, My Colors. And that one is always a fun one. And then today, February 17th, was the spring DIY challenge with Heidi Sambo. So those are the ones that just dropped within the past few days. And things have slowed down just a little bit since we've gotten out of Christmas and all that kind of thing. Now, looking over here, I see that Janae Whitney just said she just figured out that you can pre-fill your description box for all the videos you upload. Janae, that's a yes and a no. You can pre-fill your description box with some basic things that you want in every video, but you're still going to need to come in those first 3 lines and add what is the specifics, the pertinent data for that video. For example, in most of my videos on This and That with Denise, I haven't done that for this one yet. I will have a standard set of information that I want in there. Something to the effect that this channel is about lifestyle, and she talks about traditional homemaking. And so if you want to learn more about this, that, and the other, you know, you'll find it on this channel. I'll also have some tags that I want associated with my name, like This and That with Denise Jordan Kitchen Vignette. Those are tags that are associated with my name. And so I pre-filled my tag box and my description box with those. And then also I wanted my product review checklist to always be in there so that I don't have to put it in there every time. So those are things that are always in there. So yes, you can do that. But for every video that I upload, those first 3 to 4 lines that are in the description box, I have to add for that specific video. Does that make sense, Gina? Or Janae, I'm sorry. Why am I calling you Gina today? I know what your name is. But Janae, does that make sense for you? And while I'm waiting for her to type her answer, I'll just go on, because I realize that sometimes when I'm waiting for someone to type an answer in, you guys are like, doo-doo-doo. Okay, so she's got that. And so Michelle at My Everyday Wife Life just joined us as well. So, okay, so Janae's got that. And then Michelle just jumped on. And so Michelle, what I'm doing right now is, and Cal's Talk just jumped on as well. Hey, Cal, it's good to see you as well. So I'm giving the collaborations that just finished up. So now I'll talk about the ones that are ongoing. So ongoing challenges, number 1 is my February Pantry challenge. And that one is where you are trying to cut your grocery bill in half. You're eating from your pantry. You're cooking from your pantry, your fridge, and your freezer. You're using things up, and you're giving yourself a budget on what you go out and buy, trying to stay within a certain budget. And you're probably only buying perishables and things like that. So, and I'm doing pretty good so far. I've spent less than $110 so far. And I usually spend that much or more every week. So I'm doing pretty good. So, hey, Grandma Sandy and Miss Congeniality, welcome back. It's good to have you back with us as well. So again, if you're not in my February Pantry Challenge, I encourage you to jump in and try it. You don't have to make videos. You're welcome to do that. And I've made a couple of videos about things that I've made from my pantry. But all you really need to do is keep track of how much you spend, keep your receipts, and then at the end of the month, let us know whether or not you were able to cut your grocery bill either in half or to reduce it at all, and whether or not you were able to use up food that you've got in your freezer, your pantry, and your fridge, rotate things forward, that kind of thing. So that one is ongoing until the end of February. And then other ones that are ongoing would be the February, Use Your Stash February Challenge, hosted by Christa at Crafty Kitty. And this is where you're being asked to use up the things in your stash. Either if you're a thread crafter, if you're a quilter, if you are a paper crafter, whatever your thing is, you are encouraged to use up those things in your stash rather than going out to buy more. And there's a video that goes up, well, there's a playlist that goes up each week where you share what you've been able to make that week with things from your stash. So that's your Use Your Stash February Challenge by Christa at Crafty Kitty. And then Stephanie at Creatively MsMe, but Stephanie is hosting a game night on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the month of February. And this is in celebration of Black History Month. And so we've got this week and next week. So February 17th, 19th, and 21st. And then February 24th, 26th, and 28th. And they have been fun. So guys, jump in and play along with her. And there'll be a prize at the end of the month for the person who gets the most points and that kind of thing. And the February Use Your Stash Challenge, you've got February 16th and then February 25th. So the 16th was yesterday. So there should have been a video that went up yesterday in that particular challenge. And then there's one more for next week on the 25th. So those are ongoing challenges. And there's Darcy. Hey, Darcy, good to have you with us. And now that I've talked about the ones that have just wrapped up and the ones that are ongoing, I'm going to take a quick minute and just refresh, or rather revisit the COPPA comment that I had. And I'll be real brief with that. But the COPPA comment was a comment made by Secondhand Tracy Ann. And what had happened was that she felt that her video content is safe for everyone. Whereas she doesn't make it for children, it is certainly safe for children. So when she uploaded a video, she chose the option, yes, this channel is made for kids. Now, what she was thinking was that this channel is safe for kids, not made for kids. So what happened is that the comments on that video were disabled, and she wasn't aware of it until someone notified her of what had happened. So what you want to make sure you do, everyone, is pick the option that says, no, this channel is not made for children. So choose the one that says this video is not made for children. Otherwise, your comments will be disabled. You won't be able to add that video to a playlist. They won't push it out, and all kinds of things will happen. So I wanted to make sure that everyone got that. I know we've talked about it probably ad nauseum, but I thought I better bring that up since a few people are still having a little difficulty with just a few of the issues. Okay, so now let's look at collaborations that are coming up. So on February 18th, and that is tomorrow, is one of two PURGE decluttering challenges hosted by Diva, Designing on a Dime, with Kimberly Davis. And this first one is co-hosted by Tammy at Me, Myself, and I'm DIYing it. And then Diva's Fall Challenge is going to be on September 15th. Now, whether or not she's going to have a co-host on the 15th, I don't know. But tomorrow, February 18th, is the PURGE Decluttering Challenge 2020. And what she wants you to do is to purge something from your home. It's very similar to the one box challenge. You are getting rid of things in your home that no longer serve you. But what you want to do, though, is let us know what you're doing with it. Are you donating it to, let's say, Goodwill? Are you giving it away to a family member or a friend, or are you discarding it? We want to know what you're doing with those items. So there's that. So yes, Michelle, you want to pick the one, backing up for a second, guys, you want to pick the one that says not specifically made for kids. Because if you say it's made for kids, then you're going to be in all kinds of, I don't want to say trouble, but I will say difficulty, things that you don't want to happen. When you choose that option, and I found this image on Google. So this particular person picked, I want to review this setting for every video. I think that's a pain in the neck. I don't think you want to do that. I think what you'll want to do is choose the option that says, no, set this channel as not made for kids. So again, you want to choose the option that says, no, set this channel as not made for kids. Because really, all of you guys that are on here with me, and most of the ones that I see, your videos are not made for kids. This video that I'm talking about tonight is not made for kids. Is it safe for kids? Well, yeah, it's safe for kids, but it's not made for kids. So, and I don't want, now, whereas some kids over 13 might watch it because they want to know a little bit about copper law or about some YouTube strategy, it's not made for kids. So don't shoot yourself in the foot by choosing any option other than, no, set this channel as not made for kids. Is everybody with me on that? So Miss Congeniality, Grandma Sandy, Michelle, Janae, Luann, is everybody with me on that? Because I need to make sure you guys all have that piece. So Cal says yes. Grandma Sandy says yes. Janae, you got that? Miss Congeniality, you got that? Because if I need to explain it a little bit more, I will. And then here's my name twin, living better with Rucker. Her name is Denise. So Denise has it. So good, good. All right, great. All right, so we got that in. So now we're back to challenges that are upcoming. So I already mentioned that February 18th was the purge, but there's also another one on the 18th. And this one is the Useful DIY Challenge February, which, you know, MomDas at Life Handmade hosts a Useful DIY Challenge every month. Well, this month, her co-host is, I think it's Rebecca Vanderkooy. And their challenge is mason jar crafts. So you are to create some kind of a craft using a mason jar. So I think that'd be kind of fun. Darcy says she's got it. Janae's got it. Luann's got it. So yes, everybody's got it. So yeah, everybody's circling up on that one. So I'm glad you guys are, because I want to make sure we've got that. Okay. So anyway, it's a mason jar craft. And I know lots of you that do DIY love to use mason jars. So this ought to be right up your alley. And if you use mason jars, let's say you don't really like to do crafts or that kind of thing, but you use mason jars in creative ways. Like I use mason jars to store my dry goods in, sugar and flour and macaroni and stuff like that. Does that count as a mason jar craft? I think it counts as a DIY because it's a do-it-yourself option to store pantry items. So I don't know. It's an organization item using that. So I'd say it's worth a try. Because like for myself, trying to create something with the mason jar where I'm putting in flowers and all this kind of stuff may or may not be on brand, but organizing it to put it in my pantry for something in my kitchen, that is certainly on brand. So you guys think about whether or not there's something like that that can work for you. So two of them on the 18th, Diva's Purge Decluttering Challenge, and again Tammy at me myself and I'm DIYing it is on that one with her, and then MomDas and Rebecca Vanderkooy, which is their mason jar crafts. So there's that one. February 22nd, it's Kenya's Spring Lantern collaboration. And I did see her invite videos. So if you guys like lanterns like Kenya does, or if you're home to decor, in the home decor or DIY, this could be a good collaboration for you to jump in on. So there's that one. And Darcy, I know how you love beautiful home decor, particularly things on a budget. So I can see you jumping in on this one. And then February 25th is the Mardi Gras Table Challenge 2020. And this one is hosted by Stephanie at Creatively MsMe and Dana at Bitty Boo's Homestead and Décor. And as you know, Mardi Gras or Fat Tuesday is coming up. And what they want you to do is to use the traditional Mardi Gras colors, 3 of the 4, purple, green, gold, or teal, to create your table design. You've got to have some beads, because what's Mardi Gras without beads? You got to have a mask. I mean, really, can you have Mardi Gras without those really intricate masks that they have? And then a centerpiece must be on a tray. And then they're using the hashtag Mardi Gras Tablescape 2020. And of course, as always, with all of the collaborations, I'll just say, make sure you link the name of the host and the playlist for the collaboration in the description box, and make sure you mention it in your videos. So I'm saying that now, and I'll say it again at the end, but you know you will do that for every collaboration that you participate in. Okay. So that Mardi Gras challenge is February 25th. On February 26th is the Spring Decorate with Me with Heidi Sambal and Lindsay from Domer Home. And they team up every year, usually about twice a year, to host a collaboration. Sometimes they will have more structure or more guidance than this time. But in this particular one, all they want us to do is to create some kind of a spring decor in our home. And you get to decide. It can be farmhouse, it can be modern, whatever you want, boho even, but whatever you want to do, you just need to do something for spring. And just make sure that you link Lindsay and Heidi, you know, above and below and all that kind of thing. And then just as a reminder, Heidi is also doing her Room of the Month. And I think our very own Mary at Rocky Mountain Gardens is going to be participating in the Room of the Month. And I think Mary might be doing March. If it's not March, Mary will let us know, but she's going to be doing one of the months. So that's kind of cool beans for her. And then she is also looking for people who want to collaborate with the mini makeovers. Let's say you're just doing a small makeover in your home. So if you want to participate that way, you're welcome to do that. So you just got to give her an email and let her know. Okay, guys, this is starting to drive me crazy. So there. Now I look like a chicken, but I had to get that out of my eye. Okay. Now on February 28th, this is another group collaboration. This one is the Go Red for Heart Health Awareness Month with Diva Designing on a Dime, Marilyn at Fabulous Designs on a Budget, Therapeutic Designs by Deborah, Liz at Jazzy Decor Style, and Stephanie at Creatively MsMe with Stephanie, and then Elaborate Designs by Aisha. They are wanting you to put together some kind of a tablescape or something to help raise awareness for women's heart health. February 7th was National Wear Red Day, which was the first day where they really started talking about women's heart health. And then every day for that month is Women's Heart Health Month. And if there's something that you can do to raise awareness or to just shed a light on it, and then do your thing. And so they've got this tablescape challenge coming up. So there's that. And then on February 29th is the Get It Done collaboration or challenge hosted by Nicole Northgarden. Now, this one is really kind of fun. Again, that's February 29th, and it's the Get It Done challenge hosted by Nicole Northgarden. And all she wants you to do, let's say there's something you've been wanting to do or you started and not finished it. So you could do a Get It Done challenge to try to do that. I had a little item right over there, and I don't see it now. I must have moved it, but a piece that I had not finished that I need to get it done. But maybe you've got a project that's in progress or that's half done, and you put it back in the closet, or you started painting a room, and then you got the room painted, but you didn't get the rest of the decor done in there. Well, get it done. So that's what this particular challenge is called. It's the Get It Done challenge. So whatever the task is, whatever the project is, you're welcome to get it done and create a video showing what you did. And then you'll feel so satisfied when it's all over and said that, hey, I got this done. So there's that. All right. And then starting March 1st, and I'm going to back up for a second. This particular one, hosted by Marilyn at Fabulous Designs on a Budget, actually started on February 1st, and it is her 90-day health progress challenge. And so this one is really ongoing. So it started on February 1st, and then you were to jump in and do a video showing what you were going to do to try to be healthy for the next 90 days. And then there is a check-in each month on the 1st. So March 1st would be your first check-in, and you would share your progress. And then April 1st, you would show continued progress. And then on May 1st is your finale, and you show what you've been able to accomplish in those 90 days. And then there's like a prize at the end, that kind of thing. I see Carol at My Blessed Nest just joined us. Hey, Carol, it's good to have you with us as well. So I think this would be a fun collaboration to jump in on, particularly if you are working on better health. And then Stephanie at Creatively MsMe is also working on a better me. She's got a series going on called A Better Me, where she's showing you everything she's doing each month to kind of improve. And so the videos are almost weekly, but you know, they're in there just kind of showing you different things that she's doing. So be sure and check that out. But certainly think about jumping in on Marilyn's 90-day health progress challenge. And then on March 1st is Pam's challenge. This is the seasonal wreath challenge. And Pam at Creative Homescaping is hosting this one. And then March 3rd is Diva's Spring Clean With Me series. And there's 5 weeks in March. And so there are 5 challenges. And this is the thing. The dates are March 3rd, 10th, 17th, 24th, and 31st. But for each of the dates that you upload a video, there is a different area you are to clean. So on March 3rd, it's your entryway or your foyer. On March 10th, it is your living room or great room. On March 17th, it's your kitchen. March 24th, it is a closet or a pantry. And then March 31st, it is any space in your home that you choose to pick, but there's something different each week. And I just thought I better be getting the dates out too for my Moonlight Clean With Me, because I got to thinking that should be coming up too. So I'll be giving you guys the dates on that. Probably next week, I'll let you know when that is. So those are the collaborations and challenges that I have right now. So are there any that I missed? Can you guys let me know? Are there any that I missed? And if so, I'll tweak the notes and then I'll get them put in the video for this playlist. Or rather, I'll get them tweaked and put in the description box for this video. So are there any collaborations that you guys know of that I missed? And are there any questions that you guys have about how to create a playlist? Have you guys had the opportunity to look at the video that I created on how to create a playlist? I didn't give a different video assignment because I wanted you guys to look at that one so that if you had questions, we could address them here. So sometimes I don't know, when I create the video ahead of time and put it there so that you guys can take a look at it, you guys don't always have that opportunity. So then you jump on and then you're still not clear about whatever it is I might have posted, but then you can always check the video out later. And then the nice thing about doing it that way is that the video is evergreen and it's not, say, compromised with all the comments and chatter that we're doing with the live stream. Now, why does that matter? Well, let's say we're on here tonight. We've been on for about 40 minutes. If somebody's going to jump on and look at a video or live stream, they're probably not going to want to have to sort through all of the information, all of the chatter that we're having tonight. Like if they wanted to look for that copy piece that I talked about. That was one of the reasons why I talked about the copy piece right at the very beginning, so that if people wanted to just see that, they could see that piece. And then if they didn't want to see anything else, they could jump off. So if you have not taken a look at the video on how to create a playlist for 2020, do take a look at that. I posted it yesterday so that you'd have time to take a look at it. And if you have other questions about YouTube strategies that I can answer, I'll try to do that. Now's a good time to do that. And then Sandy, I did see your response where you said that what you will try to do when you create your playlist, you said you will try to have the video on one tablet open, and then you'll work with the actual setup of the playlist yourself on another device. And that's what I do sometimes too. When I'm trying to learn a new skill, if I'm following a tutorial and it has to do with YouTube, what I will often do is I'll get my iPad up and I'll have, let's say I got the iPad right here. I'll have the iPad right there and I'll have my desktop on right here. And then I'll see what it says there. And then I'll come over here and then I'll do it. Then I'll look again over there and then I'll come over here and do it. So that way you can kind of see what's happening. So if you need to do that, pull up the video on your phone and then work from your tablet or your desktop or whatever it is. Even though my sister said I'm probably the last person on the face of the earth who has a desktop. Hey, Kimberly. And she's ready to circle up. It is good to have you with us. Thank you for joining us tonight. We just finished getting the list of collaborations that are coming up. And so if I've missed any, I've asked the ladies to let me know. I did talk about your purge that's coming up. And probably something else I had that you were doing. But I did talk about yours. So you can, I will put the list of challenges in this description box. But I did respond to your question about that I should address how to create a playlist for the ladies. And so I have done that. Hopefully you've had time to take a look at the video. And if you have any questions, you guys can let me know. And then Luann said that's how she learns how to do things too. Yeah, that's what I do too. I have to look at this and then that. And then I'll come back over here and do it. And I'll look again and I'm back over here trying to get it done. Oh, Luann has a desktop too. So then I'm not the last person on the face of the earth with a desktop. My sister Mickey, she is Miss Techie. And she's like, sometimes I think I'm the bane of her existence because I don't have the latest, greatest iPhone. And, I got this little thing, which I hate, but it's what I got. She thinks I should have the iPhone 12, 13, or 14, or whatever that is. And then I should have a MacBook and all those kinds of things. Well, I don't. Diva says she's got a desktop too. And I really enjoy working with the desktop. I enjoy just being able to sit here, look at the screen, and type and do whatever I need to do. I do have a laptop, and I would take the laptop when I would go out and I would, transport it. When I was working, I would take it with me to the office. But now that I'm home, I just mostly use my desktop. And I prefer my desktop. Now, Michelle said she prefers her iPhone. I don't do anything on my phone, but I talk on it. I will store notes on it. When I had my Samsung Note 5, I would take notes on it and all those kinds of things. And I will use it as a computer. I will search for things with it, but I don't try to do video editing with my phone. I don't do anything like that with my phone. I just don't. It's just too small. But Michelle said she mostly uses her iPhone. So Michelle, do you do your iPhone for editing as well? So Carol said she's going to upload her purge videos. So yes, so Carol, now you've seen how to upload videos to a playlist. I posted that video last week, so everybody should be good with that. So any questions? Sandy said she's got a desktop. Hooray for the desktop group. Yippee. So see, we are not dinosaurs. So yeah, Michelle edits in her phone. I'm sorry. It's just too small for me. But you can do things with your phone, though, that you can't do with your tablet, for example. Like there's things that I can do with the phone that I can't do in here. Like I can't access a community tab with this iPad, but I can do it with the phone. So Carol said she's good on the playlist. So great. So I'm trying to get that done. Well, then, do you guys have any questions? Because I've talked about all of the information that I needed to. We've had some people jump on late. Let me just one more time just say, in regards to the COPPA information that I wanted to address, when you are designating on your channel, is this video, let me see what the actual wordage on it. Sandy says she films all her videos on a tablet. Well, I've got a camera, a couple cameras for that. Carol says she has general questions. So Carol, if you can think of what those are, go ahead and, but let me just share with you guys this one more time. So now don't mark the thing that's marked here. I found this picture on YouTube, or rather on Google. But if you look there, you have three options. Yes, this channel is made, set this channel is made for children. No, set this channel as not made for kids, or I want to review each individual video. What you want to choose is no, this channel is not made for kids. You do not want to review every individual video, or you'll be reviewing every video you put up. And you do not want to set it as made for kids. Even if it's safe for kids, don't say that, because that's not what they're asking. So Sandy, Luann wants to know, what kind of a tablet do you have? Now, oh, she said she has an Apple and she loves it. So she has an iPad. Now, this iPad, I could take videos on it, and I could do iMovie, but I don't know how to use iMovie. I only know how to use Adobe Premiere. So see, that's why I don't try to edit videos on the tablet or anything else. So Carol started out editing on her phone. See, I started out editing on the desktop. So since that's what I started out on, that's what I'm most comfortable with. Excuse me. My throat got really dry all of a sudden. All right. I'm making progress. We'll see if I get that all in tonight. Okay. Any other questions, or is there something you guys want to just chat about? I mean, I'm open to just chatting for a little bit longer if you guys want to just chat. How are you guys coming along with your goals? Yeah, how are you guys coming along with your goals? Diva, I can see that you've got your content planned out because you've got your March dates for your challenges. How are the rest of you guys coming along with the goals that you were setting earlier on? I'm still working on mine. I got some things put on my February calendar, and I'm going to like revisit that. But I always feel like I'm kind of getting behind. So right now I'm trying to get some things ready for the month of April, so that I don't feel like I'm behind the 8 ball. Just a few things to get ready for Easter. Tell me how you guys are doing with that. Anybody else struggling to stay on top of things? Michelle, I saw you were working with 50 Shades of Green. So Luann spent some time planning for this month and next month. That's great. That's great. Okay. So Carol said that she put a little blurb at the beginning of her channel with her channel name and a little music, and she wants it to be better. So that's part of her goal. So one of her goals was to improve her channel opening, sting logo, whatever you want to call it. So she's working on that. So good, good. I know I had one of the goals was to get a new bedroom. So I've got the furniture ordered, but I just thought I got to get some things sorted out in there so my husband can get the room painted. So when the furniture comes, we can get it in there. So Michelle's episode 2 is going to be up this Friday. Yeah, I knew you meant at the beginning of your videos. Yeah, she's working on her intro. So I get that. I'm still working on my intro. I think I finally got my intro the way I want to say it sorted out. But I would like to have like a little set of video clips that I could use to do there. So Cal's starting to work on her house cleaning for spring cleaning. Carol's been working on improving her thumbnails too. Great. Sandy says she's on target. Her goal was small. What was your goal, Sandy? And small goals are okay. Small goals are okay. Darcy says she's still working on her March goals. That's good, because if you're working on March goals, I mean, we're at the middle of February. So actually, if you think about it, we're halfway through the first quarter. You know, it's March 17th. We are halfway through the first quarter. So we want to try to really be on track. Oh, so Carol says she's been shortening her videos and editing them down and doing more both voiceovers, and that has helped a lot. So good. I've been trying to get mine a little bit shorter too, but sometimes I don't know, guys. It's just like long. So I'm working on that. I'm making them a little bit shorter. Okay, so we got people working on thumbnails. That's one of the things that I'm going to address for our back to basics segment. So I'm trying to come up with, well, I have 6 different topics that I wanted us to talk about for this first quarter related to the basics of YouTube, so that we're just all on the same page and we can just all improve some of those things that maybe we started out working on and then we kind of got away from them. So thumbnails is one of the topics that are coming up. So Darcy said she's never done a voiceover. You know, Darcy, voiceovers really are pretty good. Now, here's the thing, though. I feel like when I'm doing a voiceover, I'm doing the video twice. Because first, you got to shoot the video. And then you have to edit the video. Then you have to watch the video and figure out what words need to go where, and then say it so that it fits in there. So I kind of hesitate to do that because my time is limited. But once you get into doing it that way, you can just really, your voice can just really start to flow. Now, I have not got to the flowy part yet with the voiceovers, but I've seen some people that do a beautiful job with that. So Diva says she's working on her intro, getting it right to the point. Boom. Okay, I'll take it. So Carol says it's very helpful with craft videos. Yeah, for the voiceover. Yeah, I can see that. Because then once you've got figured out like what you're going to do and when, then you can talk about your voiceovers. Now, Michelle does voiceovers all the time, and they really work for her. And she's got the best music when she's doing cleaning or some other things. I don't know where she got that music from, but it's just so cool for what she's doing. Carol says Kimberly is so smooth. So that's nice. All right. Yeah, voiceover is definitely more work, but I think you can get a pretty good product. And then here's the thing too with voiceover. If you mess it up, like when you're doing a regular video and you goof it up with, you repeat something time and time and time again, you can cut that out. And then if you're working at something, let's say something here on the table, and you're not like looking into the camera, but your head is down, you can do a voiceover and clean up all that, whatever you said that you goofed up. You can do a voiceover and it just takes care of it. And you can just trim out a lot that way. Darcy, I'm not sure if the thumbnail is next or not. I've got them on a list of when I'm going to do them. But are you guys enjoying the videos when I do the video tutorial? Because that way I can share the screen and actually show you guys what's what. I know Sandy said, I think it was Sandy that said she enjoyed the fact that I had arrows pointing to each item that I was talking about. So Epidemic Sound. Okay, I'm going to check them out because I've been seeing some really nice music on other channels and I need to find some. So I'm going to do that. Okay, good. So Kimberly says she's enjoyed it. So I'm really trying to be responsive to the questions that you guys ask. So we've had two on playlists. Yeah, I felt that being able to talk about it later does help. So one of the nice things for me when I show the video first or do the video first, it's evergreen because we don't have the interruptions of say our chatting here. But I like being able to talk to you guys about it later. Oh, $15 a month. Ooh, wow. That $15 a month, it doesn't sound like very much, but then you add up all the things you're paying for by the month. Now, vidIQ was having a big special for Valentine's Day that you could get 30% off or something. Well, I'm already getting the lowest paid version. I think it's $9.99 a month. Well, then the next step up was like maybe $40 or $50. So the 30% off, it was still going to be about $30 or $35 a month. Well, I thought, well, I didn't want to do that because I'm already paying for a couple other things. And I'm like, okay, I got to keep track of how many monthly payments do I have for different items. So yeah, you got to think about it. Okay, so Carol, when we talk about thumbnails, that's what one of the things that I'll do. Like I'll go to some of the channels, and the nice thing about me creating the video ahead of time is I can capture a screenshot now that I know how to do it. But those are work intensive. So, we'll see, but it is work intensive. But thank you for saying that I have that. Okay. Sandy's joining in on challenges at least once a week. That's good. Hey, Cheryl, good to have you with us. Yeah, Diva, it does all add up quickly. So I'm trying to kind of really think about what I do. So Janae wants to know, what are my thoughts about doing get to know me videos? I think get to know me videos are nice. Now, this is the thing. One of the things that you want to do is build community. You want to engage with your subscribers, with your viewers, and you can really build community by doing get to know me videos. Now, if there's a tag going around that's get to know me and you participate in that, that's okay, but it still allows your subscribers to get to know you. Or let's say you put out there for your viewers, like if I said, so, okay, so guys, what are some questions that you guys want to know about me? Or what are your thoughts about whatever, my YouTube Talks channel or my This and That with Denise Jordan channel. So let's say I said that, and then you guys sent me in, let's say 10 or 20 questions. And then I did a video where I just answered those questions. Well, that's fine because again, it creates community because I'm responding to things that you're asking about. And you feel like you get a better chance to know a little bit about me. And it's a way of engaging. So I think um, get to know me videos are nice. So hey, the ED202, how you doing? Good to have you with us. So Janae, are you thinking of creating one yourself, or are you thinking of participating in a collaboration or a challenge that someone else has started? Because like I've seen like the husband tag and just all different kind of ones. But I know Liz at Jazzy Green Decor or something like that loves tags. We call her the tag queen. Sandy's getting 50 new subscribers a month. Well, way to go, Sandy. Kudos to you. We like it. Okay, so Janae, when you say you're going to just film a get to know me video, well, you could do that a couple of different ways. You could do it where you just sit down and you answer a few questions. Let's say you make up a few questions yourself. You come up with a list of things that you want to tell people about yourself, but you pose them as questions. So let's say you have a little deck of cards or flashcards or something like that, and you tell us that these are some questions that your viewers asked. Or what you can do is, like if you're on Instagram or on YouTube, you could put out on Instagram or on YouTube that probably Instagram would be the best place to do it. I don't know if you've got a community tab or not, but what you could do is put out on Instagram or at the end of one of your YouTube videos, in the middle or toward the end, and just say that you're going to be doing a Q&A, a get to know me video in the next few weeks. And if there's questions that you guys have, like you want to get to know me, there's some things you want to know, send me the question. And then write those questions down, and then you can answer them that way. Or just make up the questions. Oh, the ED202. Well, thank you. You're welcome. So was that helpful? I think a get to know me can be good. I've got a couple of those get to know me videos on my channel. One of them I did as a laundry chat, and sometimes that's a way you can do it too. You can be sitting there folding laundry, and then you can be answering questions about yourself. So what you don't want to do, at least this is my opinion, I think when you do it, you ought to do it as if it was questions posed by your viewers. I don't think you want them to know that, well, I just decided I'm going to do a get to know me video and I'm just going to make up questions and then answer them. Make up the questions, but make it seem as if the questions were asked by someone else. Like, one of the things that I'm learning, and again, guys, I'm not the YouTube expert. I'm learning stuff just like you are. But one of the things that I'm learning is that sometimes your viewers will ask a question and you don't understand that it's a question until later. So I get questions when I'm in the laundry lab, and you guys know I love laundry. So when I'm in the laundry lab, I'll get questions like one subscriber wanted to know how to get coconut oil out of her washcloth because she was using that to take her makeup off. Well, what I realized that I was doing with my laundry videos, people would ask a question and I would just answer it. I would just type it in. And I was talking with my YouTube mentor one day, and she said, well, Denise, are you in contact with your subscribers, your viewers? Answer the questions that they ask you. And I'm just whining. Well, I don't know what to answer. Well, I don't know what to do. I could have smacked myself. I tell you what, I was like, I'm surprised she didn't say, would you like some cheese with that wine? Because I could have smacked myself. But then when I thought about it, I get questions all the time, either on my TNT channel. I would get questions about how to make different foods. I would get questions about laundry. I would get questions about cleaning. But what I was doing is I would just type them in. What I realize now is each question, and you guys hear this, each question is a video. So when she asked about the coconut oil and I just typed in what she should do, I thought, oh, that's what Heather is talking about. That was a video. So when someone, Carol, I'm telling you, it was. I was just like, yeah, put that cheese up there because that was about it. Later on, when I listened to the replay of that event, I was like, oh my God, why did everybody just smack me? Oh, excuse me, guys, for snorting. But it was like, so now, I really have tried to be more conscientious. Like here, for some reason on this channel, or when we're talking YouTube strategy and you guys have a question, it's like I hear it right away. And I'm like, oh, okay. So like somebody asked, well, how do you create a playlist? So I said, okay, that's a video. Now notice and hear this: one keyword, one video. One keyword, one video. One keyword, one video. So how do you save videos to a playlist? One keyword. Whether that was a keyword phrase, how do you save videos to a playlist? So that was the video. Someone else wanted to know, how do you create a playlist? Well, I didn't show you how to create and save in the same one. Two keywords. How do you save videos? How to create videos? Two different things. So yeah, Kim, that's exactly what I'm now learning to do. Because you guys know, like, and I had been told that before, but I didn't hear it. So you got to hear the question. So yes, so you got to hear it. So Janae says she rarely gets questions in her comments. Are there ways to get viewers to engage more? Yes, they are. And I'm trying to practice those skills. I do a better job on some days than others. Like sometimes if I'm planning, like if I've got the live stream all planned out with different, I'll plan in different questions that I want to ask. But what I find is that the best live streams are like now when we're just vibing, we're just talking about what questions we have and just different things that come up. These are the best ones because I'm being responsive to you guys are being responsive to other viewers, that kind of thing. But ways to get them to engage is ask them a question. For example, if I say, okay, so who's ready to circle up? Drop me a circle up in the comment section below. And then you guys drop a circle up or just say hot dog or whatever. That is engagement. And YouTube sees that as engagement. Oh, Sandy says the first tag she ever did was with me. Well, hot dog. The other thing is that one of the things that I'm learning, and you guys know I'm a Sean Cano baby. It's like I'm in his program and I'm really trying to learn how to level up. I'm trying to level up at least 1% in every video that I post. And like I said, I'm learning stuff just like you guys are. And one of the things that he encourages us to do is to have a question of the day, where you have a question that you ask in every video. Now, he will put on the screen question of the day, and then he will ask it. Sometimes I don't do that. I don't put the question of the day on the screen because I figure, well, people say, okay, it was question of the day. She's getting ready to wrap it up. But ask a question. For example, Janae, I can't think right now what your channel normally is about, but let's say your channel is about, we'll say you're cleaning your kitchen, because you guys know I'm focused on the kitchen for this first quarter. So let's say you're cleaning your kitchen, you're doing a clean with me, or maybe you're doing an organize with me. I know Darcy likes to do organizing. So let's say you're cleaning out the junk drawer, or you're cleaning out your refrigerator. So then you might say, so sometimes my refrigerator is a hot mess because, so-and-so doesn't put things in that bag, or I feel like I would like some bins to organize the yogurt and the whatevers. And then you might say, so what are your thoughts on, how do you organize your fridge? Do you have any suggestions for how I can organize my fridge better? And then people might respond with different things that you can do to do that better. Or let's see. And now Carol says that I do a good job at that in my comments, that I'll ask a question when you comment on my video. I'm learning to do that. So one of the things that I'm learning, Carol, is that, well, like Janae, when you said, are there ways to get viewers engagement? And so then I might say, well, I will ask viewers a question. And then I might ask you, so what have you tried to engage your viewers? And then, you might tell me what you've tried or not, that kind of thing. But yeah, ask your viewers questions and ask them to do little things too. Sunny Lenarducci did a video about how to get more engagement. I don't remember now all the different things that she said, but you could ask your viewers to do little things as well. So you could ask them to say little things like, so if this makes sense to you, just type me a yes in the comment section. And people might just write yes. So that's engagement, because some people aren't comfortable making comments. But if you just ask them for one little word or even a number, like I might say, well, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the least and 10 being the most, how easy was it to understand that, how to create a playlist video? 1 being you couldn't understand it at all, and 10, it was perfectly clear. And then you just give me a number, hopefully all 10s, but maybe somebody put in a 2 or a 3 or a 1, which lets me know, okay, you still got some work to do on this. Do you guys have other suggestions for her on how to get more questions or comments on her viewers? And the other thing, Janae, is when you get a comment, don't just say thank you. That's one of the other things that I'm learning. Don't just say, well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Conversations ended. What you want to do is say, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your thoughtful comment. And then what did you think about what, or what was your takeaway? Like, for example, from this live stream, here's my question for you guys. What is your takeaway from tonight's live stream? Drop me a comment in the comment section below. So if you're here on the replay or if you're here on the live stream, what is your takeaway from tonight's session? Tell me in the comment section below or tell me in the chat box. So Janae says she probably needs to think more thoughtful question to ask. Yeah, you can start off by asking them to comment with a word or a number. But if nothing else, you can plan ahead what questions you want to ask. Like, for example, when I do, my desk is a mess because I've been working on stuff here, but I have a framework for a video. So let's say this is my video format. And so for my video format, I will have my hook, and we've talked about hooks before, and we can do that at another time too. But I have my hook, and then I'll have my intro, which my intro might be something like, well, before we get into it, welcome to YouTube Talk and blah, blah, blah. And then I'll have the content, which is whatever it is we're going to talk about that day. And then after I've got the content, I will have on my outline question of the day. And I will put the question in that I want to ask. And maybe throughout my script, I'll put in a couple of other questions, maybe little questions that I want to ask. So now Carol says she asks people to vote. Carol, I've seen you do that. Carol will ask them to vote on their favorite item in her video. And especially if she does a craft video or a thrift video, and people love to vote. So that's a good way to get engagement. And you know, Suye at My Style, My Color, she does that coffee table challenge, and she always does two, and then she'll do a bonus one, a third one, and then she'll ask you to vote on which one did you like the best. And so that's a way to engage. So yeah, you can do it that way. So Janae, tell me, what is it that you do? I can't remember right now. You know, with so many different ladies here on our live stream, in our group, I can't remember what everybody does. So what is it that you do? And yes, there is a poll thingy in the cards. And I don't think it's in the cards, but you know, like but yeah, up there at the top, you can create a poll or on your community tab if you've got one. But yes. Oh, Carol said her question was, does anyone use a URL shortener for links in their description box? I don't. I have not learned how to do that, and I've not purchased that. I think it's like Bitly and something else. I think you have to buy a program for that. It's not very much, but I think you have to do it. Carol says no one ever answered her polls. I've never tried a poll. Maybe we should all try one. I've never tried a poll. So Janae does fashion, decor, hauls, and lifestyle. So when you're doing a haul, Janae, you might say, okay, so once you did your Kroger grocery haul or you do a Michael's haul, you might ask the person, what was their favorite item in the haul? Or which item in this haul would you like to have in your home? And what could you do with it? Something like that. Oh, so Bitly is free. See, I thought Bitly you had to pay for. Okay, so Carol, Janae uses Bitly. Carol, you said you wondered if the poll is legit. If you're doing it on your, setting it up and you're doing it on your YouTube channel, it ought to be. That was a great question, Janae. How to get more engagement. Someone else had a video we watched that talked about engagement. So Janae said she started implementing in the dressing room try-on haul videos. Okay, they sound like fun. They're good as far as views, but not as much as engagement. Well, here's the other thing that I'm thinking about. Have you been asking for comments? Have you been asking for engagement? Sometimes we don't get because we don't ask. So you might say, if you like this haul, tell me what your favorite item was. You know, ask for that. And say, you know what, if you guys want to help me out, please make a comment on the video. I don't know, just figure out some way to say it. So Michelle said sometimes she'll ask a question to her subbies in the comment section and then she'll pin it. And yeah, that's a good way to get engagement too. You could pin it at the very top. Now, what I've been doing lately is pinning a link to another video that I want people to watch, but that's a good idea. So you could ask a question that way. Like sometimes for the laundry videos, I might put in the comment section, what are your laundry dilemmas? Tell me, what would you like for me to address next in the laundry lab or something like that. Janae says, how do you pin? Well, Janae, if you look over to the right, you see them 3 little dots right there? Well, when you put in a comment on your channel, I think there's 3 little dots. And when you click on those 3 little dots, the options are to edit, to delete, and to pin. Choose pin. And it will ask you, if you pin this one, if you have another one pinned, it's going to remove it. And you're going to write, yes, pin this one. And then it puts it up at the top. And then whenever anyone writes a comment, they go below that one. Does that help? So remember, you will be on your YouTube channel underneath your video where it says comments. And then over on the right, like once you've typed a comment in, there'll be those 3 little dots or something like that. And then when you click on those, you'll get 3 options: edit, delete, or pin. Okay, so she's got that. Guys, we're getting some good questions tonight. And you know what I find, guys? Sometimes some of the best shows are when I don't have things all planned out for the whole show. Like tonight's show was just going to be, I was going to give the open invites and collabs, answer any questions that you guys might have, and then we were going to jump off, and here we are still chatting. So, okay. All right, well, you guys good, or do you have more questions? I hear the patter of feet. Not little feet, big feet, but I hear it. Okay, well then, since there's no other questions coming through, it sounds like we are, like we've done what we wanted to do, so. Oh, that's a good idea. So now Carol suggested that another way to get engagement on your is on your Instagram. I think, yeah, on your Instagram, show a couple of the items that you tried on and then ask your viewers to guess which one you bought, and they have to come over to your YouTube channel to see which one you bought. That's a good idea too. So yes, I knew you meant guess. Yeah, we figured that out. Sometimes, the autocorrect just does all kind of weird things. And hey, Tammy, it's good to see you. All right. So Carol, you have just really have lots of good ideas tonight. Thank you. It's just really been nice. So I think, Janae, you and Carol need to talk more often because, she's really got some good ideas. So yeah. Hey, Dunker Necker just jumped on. Hey, Leah Rowe, how are you? Well, Janae, yes, live videos are good. But Janae, before you do a live, if you've not done a live stream yet, I think I posted 2 videos, or I've done a video and a live stream. But I've talked twice about how to do a live stream. Now, in a nutshell, for a live stream, you want to have a purpose, you want to have a plan, and you want to have some props. So that you're not just a talking head the whole time. Now, granted, I've been a talking head the whole time, but I did have a prop. I have my pitcher of water. And I did show a low-tech prop, you know, when we're looking at something like that. But you want to have some prop, something to break it up, whatever it is you're talking about. It could be you're talking about, if you're talking about a phone, it could be that you're talking about maybe some DIY project, whatever. But you want to have some kind of props, number one. The second thing is you want to have a plan when you go on live. Best practice is that you have a plan when you go on live. Now, some people will go live and say, oh, let's just chat. And they really don't have a plan, but, or they could have a plan, but they don't make it real obvious. I jumped on a live stream the other day that a young lady was doing, and it was her first one. And she was breaking all the rules. Like, don't go live and say, oh, well, I'm going to wait until other people jump on. No, that you don't do that. Because if, hey, Leah, you know what? You're not jumping in late. You jump in when you jump in, and we welcome you when you come. So now, when you go live, if you come on live and there's nobody there, you go ahead and start. Now, tonight, when I've been starting a minute or two early because I'm still just a little bit trying to tweak this new system that I'm using, and I want to make sure it's okay. So I might have started out just kind of chattering, trying to say, well, if you're on, can you tell me whether or not you can hear me? But see, I'm going to go back and I'm going to delete that out. But if your live stream starts at 7:30, and let's say 3 of us jump on at 7:30, and then you say, well, I'm going to wait longer for other people to jump on. Well, hey, what about me? I'm somebody. I'm here at 7:30. The other people that didn't get here on time, so now I'm being penalized because they're late. So what you want to do is if you say you're going to start at 7:30, you start at 7:30, whether there's anybody on there or not. You go ahead and get started. But one of the things you want to do is to have a, I don't want to say a time killer, but you want to have a, I can't think of the word for it, but you want to have some material to put in the middle while you're waiting for people to jump on. Like, for example, when I start, I will go ahead and get started with the greeting, which, you know, the greeting will be like, how do you add videos to a playlist, or how do you create a playlist? I'll go ahead and give my greeting so people know where they are. And then I'll do my introduction. And then we start doing things like, well, what you sipping on? That's a filler to, it allows people time to jump on, but that's not what people think you're doing. So, because you don't want to spend too much time just chatting in the front if you've got content, because if you do, then people are going to jump off. Not really a monologue, but yeah, a filler, Luann. Not really a monologue because you don't want to talk too long. But when I say, so what you sipping on? That allows Leah to jump on, and it allows Janae to jump on, and it allows someone else to jump on. But we're still taking care of business. And I'm honoring you by respecting the fact that you're here and I'm answering your questions, or I'm talking to you. Hey, Pat, it's good to have you with us. Guys, you know, Pat, I believe, is in the UK. She hardly ever gets to join us because our times are so different, but it's good to have you here. So yes, live streams can be good. Now, Janae was asking, what are good topics for live streams? So whatever it is that you talk about is good. So let's say you did a haul. You can show whatever things you got on that live stream. You can do an unboxing on a live stream. Live streams are great to do that kind of thing. Or you can just do a chat where you could do your get to know me chat on a live stream. But I think it's good if you're more than just a talking head. So yeah, you can use your clothing or your accessories as your props. You want to have a plan, even though if it's not an obvious plan, you want to have a plan. And you want to have a purpose. Now, when I talk about purpose, yes, you can look at the live chat on the replay. There's a little button that you can see that. But when I say purpose, you want to know why you're doing the live stream. Are you doing the live stream to share information? Because if you are, how you manage that piece will be different than if you're doing it just to engage and establish community. So for the purposes of now, how did you you get that little pencil and paper emoji in there? She said she needs to get a pen and paper to take notes. Oh, that is so funny. But you can look at the replay on the chat on the replay. That's the big thing. But, oh, I forgot what I was going to say about the live stream. Well, you can, as far as a purpose, if you just want to like improve your watch time, you just want to, get some more watch time on your channel, live stream is a good way to do that. But honor your people who come to visit you by making sure you have something to talk about, to do on that live stream. I think it was Dana. She did a craft a couple of times on a live stream, and it was pretty cool. I mean, she sat there and she did a complete like craft project there on the live stream, and you could like join her. You could do it too or something else, but it's really kind of cool. So yeah, you can do all kinds of things on a live stream. So you need to have a purpose, you need to have a plan, and you need to have prompts. Your other purpose could be just to engage. So you could do once to increase your watch time. It could be to engage with people where we're just kind of chatting and talking and answering questions. You can do that. That could be your purpose. Or it could be to deliver information. The purpose of this live stream was to deliver information and to engage, because I enjoy engaging with you guys as we chat here. So yeah, unboxings are good ones. I'm trying to figure out how to cook on a live stream. Like for my TNT channel, I want to figure out how to do more cooking live. And I haven't been able to figure that out yet because I have to do my lives in the kitchen with my iPad. So I'm limited as to how I can set it up so that, I can see whatever it is that I'm working on. So there's that. Anyone else have any suggestions for good topics for live streams? But yeah, when you do your live streams, make sure you honor even the one or the two that jump on, and have your filler planned. Have your filler planned. Like, for example, if I'm doing if we're going to talk about updates on collabs, well, a filler could be where I talk about the collaborations that just dropped. Because what just dropped is not as important as what's coming up. So I might start out talking about, what you're sipping on, and then we might talk about collabs that have dropped, or if there's a question that someone had, I can answer that, and then we can get into the meat of the content. So does that help, Janae? Yeah, no, I had, yeah, okay, cool. So she says a cook with me live would be fun. I got to try to sort that out, because I tell you what, cooking on camera is no joke. It is more than a notion. I enjoy it, but sometimes I'm running around like a chicken trying to move the camera here and there. Yeah, Janae, you're talking about adding cooking on your channel. I'm not going to say don't cook, but I think you said your niche was fashion, hauls, and things like that. So if that's the case, then cooking is not on brand for you. And I would encourage you to niche down. That's what I would encourage you to do. Because here's the thing. And this is one of the things that I got chastised for several times, because, I was doing this YouTube strategy stuff over on my TNT channel. And so when I had channel audits 3 times by my mentors, they said, look, this is not what you said your channel is about. Your value proposition is cooking, cleaning, laundry. What's this YouTube doing over here? This YouTube stuff. So I'm going to just tell you what Sean reminds us all the time. They say, don't ever upload a video that your audience didn't ask for. Don't ever upload a video that your audience didn't ask for. And my audience on TNT did not ask for YouTube strategy. And just to kind of tell you guys an aside, my librarian is one of my subscribers. And so I just happened to stop by the library to get some books or whatever. And she said, hey, Denise, I like your channel, but she said, I don't like that teaching stuff you do. And I said, well, that part part is not for you. I've got a group of people who really enjoy the YouTube strategy. She says, well, I don't like that stuff. She said, I like when you made that vinegar. So you see, I loaded a video that she didn't ask for. Now, I happened to see her, and so I know her, and so she told me. But other people, they won't tell me. They'll just unsubscribe. So, all right. So now there's a question I missed. Question above, forgot to put question marks in. What was the question above? Where is it? What did I miss, Carol? Cook with me live. Okay, we said that. We talked about that. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Do you have a tripod that can hold a cell phone? You know, there are some little things that you can get to put on a tripod, and I do have a small tripod, but what is that thing? Half the time when I get ready to look for it, I don't know where it is because I have not yet used it. But I don't have a tripod that will hold a cell phone because I don't use my cell phone for video and that kind of thing. But there are those. Janae says, have I considered mentoring YouTubers? That's what I'm doing here. That's exactly what I'm doing here. And then what's today? Oh, Monday. I do have a mentee that I do have a person that I mentor every week about that. But yeah. Oh, so Stephanie says she had a question, but she can retype it. Okay, Stephanie, I missed it. Did I miss it? Let me look back. But yeah, I'm mentoring. That's what we're doing right here. We're having fun with this. Oh, Stephanie uses her cell phone on a tripod. You know, let me show you what I got, what I use. Okay. This is my main camera that I use. It's a Canon M50. This is my main camera, and I like it a lot. What I really liked was this one. Now, this was my baby right here. This Canon T3i. And all the YouTubers had a Canon 3Ti. So when I started YouTube, that's what I got. Look how big it is. And it feels great in the hand. I love it. Now they've got like a Canon T6 or 7 or whatever. Well, what happened was, I ended up breaking the little thing in here where the tabs go in, broke. And I don't know if it was something specific or unique to this camera or whatever, but it broke. And so I had to get a new one. And the problem with that is that, you know, I took it into Best Buy and they said, we can't fix it here. We're going to have to send it off. And where they send it to, it costs $350 for them to even start looking at it. And then whatever works with it. So I thought, okay, there's no point in me getting that fixed because it's, you know, I can buy a new one for that. So I ended up buying this one. And it's small. It fits well in the hand. I don't like it as well as I like that one, but I do like it. And one of the things that I find is that I need to get, when I want to get really, really close up shots, sometimes I can't get close enough. This one, oh, my daughter's calling. This one I like to use for blogging. My husband will get it. I like to use this one for blogging. It's got a little pop-up screen. I can take it down like that, and I can kind of see different things. So like here, I can kind of see, but see the little screen there? So I can see up and down, that kind of thing. So I really like it. And the nice thing about this one is small enough that I can put it in my purse. So I've got like a little pouch that I put it in, and I can put it in my purse. So when I'm at Pier 1 or somewhere like that and I'm blogging, this is what I take with me there. So this is the Canon G7X. And now they've got the G7X II. This was the G7X. This is the Mark II. Yeah, this is the Canon G7X Mark II. Now they've got, I I think a Mach 3. But there is an upgrade on this, and I really like this one. It has good video. It has good voice quality. This thing's probably about $600 or $700 though. They are not cheap. So there's this one. And then this one, this M50 was about another $700. Now, I did not buy these at the same time. Trust me. I got this one first. And when my T3i died, I had to buy another camera. I mean, I had to. So, I went to Best Buy, and pulled out the credit card. And, I got it on a payment plan and I paid for it. What I need to do now with this one is I need to get a lens that I can get closer up so I can get really good macro photos of food and different things like that. Now, Diva says she uses the Canon T3i and she loves it, but her husband wants her to upgrade. But the camera works fine for her. If my T3i had not broken, I would still be using it. I love that T3i. I just love the feel of it. It just felt so good in the hand. I could get great videos, but I will say that with this one, I find I use the automatic focus a lot. And that is because I am, like a woman of a certain age. You guys know I've had these eyes redone, and still sometimes my vision is a little blurry. So I will use the automatic focus so that the camera can focus in better than what this doesn't. So now, Tammy, what camera did you get for your birthday? Leah, why are you waiting till you get to 1,000? If you want to upgrade to a camera, upgrade that camera. Oh, so Stephanie has a memory card added to her phone. Wow. Okay, yeah, there's some of the phones now that you can get that. So Janae says her memory card in her phone fills up so quickly. Yeah, video takes up a lot of space, a lot of space. But here's the thing. You have to start where you are. And one of the things that Sean always says is don't despise small beginnings. You got to start where you are and you level up that 1% where you are. So if the phone is what you got, if your SD card is filling up, then transfer. Well, do you have a laptop or a desktop or something that you can transfer the footage off of your SD card to your desktop? Like, I got a whole bunch of SD cards and they're always full. I mean, look, let me just show you guys. I got, well, here's another one. So I got 5 SD cards right there. And I got another 3 over here. And they're always full. It's like I'm always taking video. If you get a camera and then you can pop an SD card that has more than like 32 or 64 or 128, is it gigabytes? Or whatever that is, of footage, you'll be taking video all the time. I take so much video, I can't get it all edited and get it out. Oh, Sandy said she loves our streaming live. Well, thank you. Okay. All right, so I think I missed some. So now, Tammy said she's got a camcorder camera. Okay, I haven't seen one of those for a while. And then Liz said she hasn't gotten one in a while. Liz, what haven't you gotten in a while? Stephanie said there's a wireless app that, no, wait a minute. Who said that? Yes, Stephanie says there's a wireless app that you can use to download your videos. I'm not sure what you guys are deleting. I must have missed something. Tammy says she has 7 SD cards. Exactly. Get them SD cards. But now, this is what my son reminded me, though. He said, Mom, those SD cards are not stable. They are not meant to serve as storage devices. So you do want to have something else that you can transfer that footage off of the SD cards to, so that it is safe. And remember, we talked about having something like, something like this, you know, to, or something like this, some kind of an external hard drive that you can transfer those things to. So now Michelle said she needed a new phone and a new camera. She couldn't afford both, so she got a new phone, and it's easy to use. But now Michelle said she likes using the cameras more. I mean, the phone more. See, Michelle, they're just too little. Okay, so now Carol says her question keeps getting buried. Carol, let me find you. Carol, I don't see your question. All right, we got to find Carol's question. What was it? She says, hi, Stephanie. And, oh, question above. Okay, let me look. Let me go back up. I got that one. And then, Carol, I see where you gave Janae tips on how to put together her spring wardrobe for a live and using her clothes for props. Got that one. We talked about that. You can look at the live chat on the replay. Yes, you can. And hi, Stephanie. Carol, I don't see your question. I see Diva saying she likes her T3i, and I love the T3i. Tammy got a camera for her birthday. Tammy, you've got to learn to use your camera. If you got a camera for your birthday, get it out and practice with it. And let's see. And then, Carol, you said you had one so far and deleted it, and then don't look back. I'm not sure what you deleted. And then Diva said, I get them occasionally. I just delete, block, and keep it moving. What do you delete, block, and keep it moving? I'm not sure what you guys are talking about there. But, so Carol said her question keeps getting buried, but at 9:20. Okay, type it again. At 9:20. Oh, shoot, it's 9:27. Okay, let me try to find that. I don't see a time stamp on here, Carol, for that. Carol, just type your question in again, and I'll get it. You guys help me see Carol's question. Oh, bad comments and a ghost. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So, Carol, you said you retyped. So where is it? All I see is retyped. Yeah, something's going on with your questions, Carol, because I am not seeing it. I just see where you say retyped. Okay, right above Diva. Okay, you said last time you retyped it was at 9:20. And let's see. My question keeps getting buried. DIY. I see where you and Stephanie are talking about blocking somebody. Diva's talking about her T3i. I don't see it. Question above. Forgot to put question marks. Do you guys see it? Is your question, can you look at the live chat on the replay? Because it says you can look at the live chat on the replay. And so my answer to that is yes. So was that your question? You gave Janae some tips about her spring wardrobe for live. We talked about asking people to vote on which outfit they like. So, oh, well, you say you wondered if something's legit? If you wonder if what's legit? You say no one ever answered your polls. You wonder if they were legit. Is that what you meant? Polls should be legit if you were able to put them on there. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, so she says she keeps typing it in and you can't see it. Yeah, no, and I'm not the only one. Okay, so, okay, wait. So is your question, can you look at the live chat on the replay? Is that your question? If that's your question, yes, I see that. That's funny. Well, let me just check. Okay, let me just check. That is odd. Because you're not blocked or anything, because I mean you're still putting stuff in there. There must be something on your side. I can see you wrote no. It's about most of my viewers are not subscribed. Oh, if you put the S word in there, yeah, they'll block you. Yeah. If you've been, I should make it a plea. If you put in, like if you use the word subscribe or channel or comment, a lot of times YouTube will block you for that. Maybe there was it. But yeah. So, but I think you're not the only one that has that. When I look at my analytics, a lot of times most of the viewers are not subscribed. I agree. That's pretty typical that most of the viewers on a channel are not subscribed. So yeah, sorry. Gosh, that was weird though. Huh. Okay. Well, glad that we found out now. If you use the S word, that's why it's not showing up. Because YouTube will block you. Yeah. Well, do we have any other questions that we may not be able to see? That was weird. Okay. Well, this was a pretty good session. I enjoyed all of this chat. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It was fun. And it was a lesson for all of us. See, that's the thing. When one of us learns something or something happens to one of us, we all learn from it. So now we all know about that. So yeah. So, not a problem. Not a problem at all. So, So see now, Stephanie was just blocked. I'm looking at what she just wrote, and this is what she wrote. Now I can see this one. I couldn't see yours, Carol, but Stephanie just wrote, I've done a lot of changes to my channel, and she's blocked. So now I'm going to mark show. But she used the word channel. If you use subscribe, if you use channel, they will block you. Ha! Janae says, thanks for talking her out of cooking. Well, you know, Janae, you just have to think about being on brand, because there's lots of things that I find myself wanting to do. And I'm like, okay, Denise, that's really not on brand. So what I've decided that my new tagline is going to be is, I teach traditional homemaking for today's woman. And so a lot of the things that I want to do are not on that brand. And I have to remember that and just try to do that. Yeah, that's a way to put that in there, Steph, to say, you know, I've made a lot of changes to MsMe, and we understand what it is you're talking about. So, yeah. So, Liz, I noticed you changed your name, and I noticed you changed your name a while back. So, why did you decide to change your name? I'm just curious. I was just kind of curious as to why. And it's like a jazzy green decor style. I was wondering where that came from. I did notice one day when I was listening to your channel, I thought you had kind of a little jazzy sound going on. Not sure. So what made you decide to change your name? Guys, I cannot believe we are still on here chatting. I had not, I thought we'd be on 30 minutes and that would be it. Here we are still chatting. And we've been talking about substantial stuff too. So we gave Janae some really good ideas for some live streams and some suggestions for her channel, which is what we're supposed to do here. That's why we have gotten together, is to kind of help each other grow with different little ideas and things like that. I know I have been feeding for cupcakes. I almost went over to my daughter-in-law's to ask her if she had any cupcakes, but they got the flu over there. That was one reason why I didn't go. The other reason was because my weigh-in was not the best when I went on Saturday, and I had gone out to dinner the night before. So it's like, okay, I don't need any more cupcakes. And I did go to a retirement party last night, and I had 3 cupcakes there. So do you think I needed more cupcakes? No. All right. Yes, Janae, do check out the replay, and you can kind of write down some of the answers from the things that we talked about. You guys check out Stephanie's game night. You know, she's got that coming up, and just all kind of fun stuff. So, yeah, Stephanie, I imagine you probably have. Yeah, I imagine you probably have. Carol said cupcakes with my cheese. Yes. I tell you what. You guys know I made that chicken parmesan recipe. I made that for Valentine's Day. Oh, it was so good. And that chunky tomato sauce that went on top of the chicken parmesan, it is delicious. And I had some of that tomato sauce tonight. I had just like baked chicken with some mashed potatoes, my garlic mashed potatoes, which I don't have the video edited for yet. I put that tomato sauce, that chunky tomato sauce on top of that chicken. And oh my goodness, it was so good. Just so flavorful. And congratulations, Stephanie, for that. Well, guys, I'm starting to get tired. I'm starting to wear out. And I think we're running out of things to talk about now. I think we've kind of exhausted our conversation. And I don't ever want to just keep you guys on and just, you know, waste your time. So I appreciate you guys jumping on with me tonight. Don't forget, if you want to start product reviews on your channel, download my free product review checklist, which I will put in the description box. Right now, there's probably not much in there because I didn't have time to do it before we went live, but I'll get that done. And I'll see you guys next time. Good night. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, I think my hubby's downstairs too. I better go hang with him too. He might have a few choice words like, you've been up there a long time. So good night, everyone. Thank you so much. Oh, I forgot, guys. My mom was supposed to have surgery last week. Well, they postponed it related to insurance stuff. And so all the insurance ducks are in a row now. And so she's going to go this Wednesday, 7 o'clock in the morning. So I got to take her at 7 a.m. and then surgery is scheduled for 10. So I'll be sure and try to put out a post or something so you let you guys know how things went. So because I appreciate all the prayers and comments. Liz, I appreciate you saying you were sending out prayers for me and just everybody else. So please keep those prayers going because I need them. And you know, I can kind of watch her as she's getting older, just kind of starting to slow down. So yes, send those prayers up, guys. I'll appreciate it. So good night.